Paranasal air sinuses, they add resonance to the voice. During sinusitis, the voice changes. Through the mouth, a tube can be inserted into the trachea, that is endotracheal tube, to support the respiration. Trachea can be opened and connected with a tube outside, that is tracheostomy tube. In this condition, there is no phonation. There are different indications for this procedure. This is oral cavity, ula and tonsils. This is condition of tonsillitis due to hyperreaction of tonsils to environmental pathogens. If nasopharyngeal tonsils or adenoids are involved, the child will have mouth opening during breathing. This is adenoid phase. This is gross appearance of normal lungs and their lobes. This is lobar pneumonia, where exudates are filling the upper lobe completely. This is pneumonia involving more than one lobe. In pulmonary tuberculosis, the lesions appear grayish white with pus formation. In intrapulmonary cancers can grow from inside, from the conducting part and towards the periphery. They are involving almost the peripheral part of the lung, that is visceral pleura. This is procedure of radiography, where source is emitting the X-rays through the body posterior to anterior, and film will be here in the anterior aspect. Cancerous growths can be seen even in the conducting part of the lung. If it is here at the lower end of the trachea, this will be the bronchoscopic view. This is the mass and this is the right and left bronchus. If the growth is much more distal in the bronchus, like this, inside the bronchial tube, it can be reached through a bronchoscope to that particular area, and laser treatment can break those cells and these can be removed. This is the radiograph of chest showing cardiac shadow and lung fields and clavicle, and we can see a mass in the upper lobe of the lung here. When radio-opaque materials are instilled into the airway to take radiograph, the pattern of bronchioles can be visualized. This is called bronchogram. This is normal bronchogram. This is abnormal bronchogram, where we see multiple patchy spots because of partial lumen blockage. This is normal bronchus, bronchiole, respiratory bronchiole and alveoli. When bronchi are hyperreactive due to allergens and pathogens, they pour more secretions and cause bronchitis. If it is long lasting, it is chronic bronchitis. When airway is hyperreactive, it can form bronchospasm due to contraction of smooth muscles. This will result in difficulty in breathing with increased secretions and spasm. In emphysema, the elasticity in the alveolar wall is lost. There is difficulty in exchange and diffusion. This is scanning electron microscopic view of alveoli. We can see many pockets. Surface area for exchange is increased by these alveoli. In emphysema, where elasticity is lost, the alveoli will merge into one another and form big cavities like this, and surface area will decrease and there is no easy exchange of gas. Pulmonary volume and capacities and diffusion can be estimated by spirometer. This is the picture of this procedure. When air fills the pleural cavity, in pathologies it is called pneumothorax. If the collection is fluid, it is pleural effusion. Normally, during exercise, the partial pressure of CO2 increases in the vessels. This is sensed by the central nervous system and also by the carotid chemoreceptors, and that regulates the respiratory centers in the brain, and that will augment the respiration with respiratory muscles, and which will again decrease the CO2 levels. In windpipe obstructions, the foreign bodies or food material can be dislodged by Heimlich's maneuver. This is in standing position, this is in recumbent position, and for infants this is the position for Heimlich's maneuver.